Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Muhammad Faraj, and today our topic is the habits shift that builds your dream life. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I want to talk about this topic. I want to talk about something that every entrepreneur, especially new entrepreneurs or solopreneurs at the early stages of their entrepreneurship journey, they struggle with and they struggle a lot with their habits. And most people, most entrepreneurs, they don't admit it. We avoid change. So many of us, we don't like change because change feels uncomfortable. Change feels unfamiliar to us. Change feels a new environment. Change feels like it's not something that we are programmed to do or we are used to do. So what we end up doing is we repeat the same old negative habits, routines, behaviors that aren't serving us, that are wasting our time, that are draining our energy, that are preventing us from achieving our goals or becoming the type of person that we are meant to be or that we're supposed to be in order to achieve that particular goal. We hold on to routines that we know are slowing us down and they are slowing our progress. And instead of pushing harder on the habits, on the routines, on the rituals that needs to be built and implemented and established in our daily entrepreneurial life that actually move us forward, we fall back into the old behaviors, old habits, just because they feel familiar to us. Why does this happen so often? It's simple. The problem is with so many entrepreneurs, especially new entrepreneurs in their new entrepreneurship journey, we expect big results too fast. We want to see results and we want to see earlier in our entrepreneurship journey. We want something exciting, something that feels like a massive shift. And when we don't see it right away, when we don't see results, when we don't see our outcome, we start thinking maybe there's something wrong with us. Maybe we're not good enough. Maybe we're not talented. Maybe we're not meant to be entrepreneurs. Maybe we don't have the discipline. Maybe we're not meant to succeed at that level. So you get all those self-doubts and all those negative thoughts, and you talk to yourself negatively and doubting your business journey, doubting your entrepreneurship journey. But to be honest with you, and the truth is, nothing is wrong with you. You're just stuck in habits, behaviors that don't match the life you want to build. Every successful entrepreneur you see today, they didn't get there because of luck or because they were talented or they weren't magically chosen. They didn't achieve success because of their inheritance, because they come from entrepreneurial families or they come from successful families. Not all of them, at least. They didn't just wake up wealthy or confident. They didn't wake up in the morning having that corny company or having that unicorn company or having that unicorn house or car. They went through so many setbacks, failures, obstacles, frustration, doubts, breakdowns, and so many challenges, obstacles, and they went through so many negative, bad habits, routines. and moments where they wanted to quit. So many of them, they wanted to give up. So many of them, they were just like you, stuck with their old negative habits, behaviors. What got them through wasn't motivation. It wasn't luck. It wasn't because they were talented or they had a high IQ. It was their habits, their routines, their rituals, their willingness to keep showing up even when they felt far from the finish line, even when they didn't see results, even when they felt like some of their old negative habits are hindering them, are trying to prevent them from achieving their goals. They had so many bad habits, they had so many problems, they went through so many failures, they had so many mistakes throughout their entrepreneurship journey. So don't expect that everyone started with a rainbow and sunshine and then they just landed that wealth suddenly or coincidentally. No. It's their habits, it's their routines, it's their daily rituals that they kept repeating every day, every week, every month, even though they weren't seeing results, even though they weren't getting their outcome, even though they weren't able to achieve their goals, but they kept working hard on their habits. They kept putting so much time, so much effort on their routines because they believed that the only way to get that successful future, to get to that dream life, is their habits, it's their routines, it's their rituals, it's what they implement every day, it's what they repeat every day, it's where they stay consistent every day. So when you repeat a good habit, when you do something that supports your future, even if the progress feels invisible, you are getting closer. Every time you avoid your old habits, your old negative behaviors, every time you say no to something that drains you, that distracts you, that leads you to procrastination, every time you decide to be the person your goals they require you to be, every time you are embodying the identity of I am a type of person who do this, who does this. As entrepreneur, I am a type of person who works on my goals, on my dreams. I have set goals, I have a vision for my future, I have a product, I have a particular service that I'm working on building, that I need to be that particular person in order to achieve that goal, in order to build that service, in order to create that product. You are upgrading your identity. Every time you are working on building better habits and avoiding old negative, bad habits and behaviors and routines, you are upgrading your identity. You are becoming that version of yourself that can actually achieve the results you dream about. So you want to be, or you dream to be, a very successful entrepreneur? Well, you need to build habits. You need to work on your routines, on your rituals that will get you there, that will get you to become that successful entrepreneur that you always dreamed to be. And that means putting so much time, effort, energy on your habits daily, weekly, monthly, not temporarily, not only to see results, not for a particular outcome or result, but you do it automatically, you do it inevitably. This is why I encourage entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or new entrepreneurs who are at the early stages of their entrepreneurship journey, or who are just starting their businesses or their entrepreneurship journey, to evaluate themselves at the end of every week. We need to make evaluation every week, so we make sure that we are staying on track, that we are on the right trajectory toward our goals, our dreams, or that vision of our future. So my best advice for you is to sit down and do some journaling. Find a quiet place, grab a pen and paper, and sit down somewhere where you don't feel distracted, and look at what's working in your daily entrepreneurial life. Look at what's not working. What is working, what is not working. Look at what habits are supporting your growth, or what habits that are leading you, or they require you to become that type of person that you need to be. Look at what habits are holding you back. They are wasting your time. They are draining your energy. Pay attention to what's draining your energy, what's stressing you, what's leading you to feel frustrated, angry. What's frustrating you? What's overwhelming you? What's stopping you from building good, better habits? Because all of these are signs that your habits need to shift. All of these are signs that you need to work hard on your habits. Because in the middle of our life, we create so many habits in our daily life, whether good or bad ones. So if you find yourself that you keep repeating a certain habit, that you keep repeating a certain behavior, that some of those habits or behaviors that are keep showing up every day in your life, that means there's something wrong. That means there's addiction. That means there are habits that aren't serving you in your entrepreneurship journey. That means there are some behaviors that you need to focus on breaking. Those behaviors needs to be replaced. Those habits needs to be replaced, removed from your life, from your daily life, from your environment, from your surrounding. You are not meant to chase only results or be outcome or results oriented. You are meant to build habits that make those results inevitable, that makes those results show up in your daily entrepreneurial life. Success doesn't come from focusing on the finish line. It comes from focusing on who you are becoming every single day, every single week, every single month. The more aligned your habits are with your goals, with your dreams, with that vision of your future, the faster your life changes. So your routines changes, your habits changes, your daily life or entrepreneurial life changes. Everything changes when you work on your habits, when you align your habits with your goals. When you look at your goals and ask yourself, okay, what habits are they aligned with those goals? What habits do I need to start breaking and replacing, removing from my daily entrepreneurial life and from my environment, and replace them with good, healthy, positive habits that are aligned with those goals, that I know every day I am getting closer to those goals because of those habits, because of those routines, because of those rituals. These are your friends, these are your allies. These are the habits, the routines, the rituals that are bringing you closer to your goals, to your dreams. And the best advice I can give you is this: don't obsess over the end result. Don't become result oriented. Focus on your daily habits, on your daily routines, on your daily rituals, on your identity, because your habits, your routines, your rituals are building your identity, and your identity is building your future. When you are embodying the identity of, okay, I am a type of person that does this, that works on those tasks, on those projects. I am a type of person who likes to protect their time, their energy, their focus. I am a type of person who works on that area in my life, because I know if I do this, if I implement those habits, if I repeat those routines, rituals, I know I will get there. I know I will achieve that particular goal. I know I am getting closer to my dreams. I know I will expect to see outcome or results any day, any time. So you're building your future when you are building a powerful, strong, healthy, positive identity for yourself. So thank you for listening. I hope this episode gives you clarity on why habits, routines, rituals matter so much, and how much power you actually have to change your direction. So keep showing up, keep practicing the habits that move you forward. Keep building that identity. Keep repeating those rituals, those routines, because you're closer than you think. You are much closer to your goals, to your dreams than you think. You just need to focus on habits, on rituals, on routines that will get you there, that will bring your dreams, your goals closer to you. So when you are implementing good, healthy, positive habits daily, weekly, monthly, you're making progress. You are getting and feeling the momentum. You feel happy. You feel excited every time you complete work, every time you complete a routine, every time you complete a habit, every time you complete a ritual. These are all signs that you are on the right path, that you are on the track, that you are on the right trajectory toward your goals, your dreams. All fear, all self-doubts, anxiety, all those negative thoughts or limiting beliefs, they all disappear. They all fade away in front of your habits. Your habits, your routines, your rituals are showing you that you are getting closer to that dream life. So many of us, we obsess so much on goals, or we become results oriented. We implement habits, and when we don't see results, we fall back to our old version. We repeat old negative habits. Why? Because I don't see results. We come up with so many excuses. I don't see so many results. I don't see change. I don't see goals achieved. I don't get that client. So what we do is we keep repeating old negative bad habits. Whereas if we think it in a different way, if we look at our entrepreneurship journey from different perspective, where, well, if you want to break through in your entrepreneurial life, if you want to achieve your goals, well, my friend, it's your habits, it's your routines, it's what rituals that you are repeating, that you are implementing, that you are staying consistent in building. I'm talking about daily, weekly, monthly, not just for 1 month, not just for 3 months and don't see results and you give up. No, we need to look long term when we talk about habits, routines, rituals. We need to look and we need to think long term. Okay, I know if I'm implementing my morning routine today, I know I am getting closer to that goal. I know in the long term, I am building a powerful identity. I'm early riser. I'm waking up early in the morning. I'm implementing good positive habits that I know that will improve my healthy life, my work life, my fitness life. I know if I work hard, if I show up to my business by implementing good habit, I know those goals are possible. Those dreams are very closer to me. But on the other hand, if we keep repeating old negative bad habits, well, we're losing so much progress. We're wasting so much time. We're draining so much energy, and we are moving away from that outcome. We are moving away from those results. We keep our dreams far away from us. So that's it. That's what I got for you in this episode. I hope you learned something about habits in this episode and that you're going to start working very hard on your habits, and you can apply that journaling ritual or habit in your weekly entrepreneurial life, so you know where you're going, so you know what is working, so you know what is not working, so you become very clear on what habits, what routines, what behaviors that I need to remove from my daily life that are keeping me stuck, that are holding me back, that are preventing me from achieving that outcome or from getting those results. So you can start and break through in your entrepreneurial life. Don't forget to follow me on iTunes or Spotify. This is where you get weekly episode. And don't forget to download your free guide. It's a free guide that I created for you as an entrepreneur or solopreneur, where you can start working on your habits. I have planned for you how you can start building better habits, breaking old negative habits, and reclaim your healthy life, reclaim your productivity, reclaim your focus, so you can break through in your entrepreneurial life. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I can't wait to publish a new episode. Bye everyone. That was